Hi guys, picked this one up in a charity shop yesterday. It's battery pack, little electric motor in there, on-off switch, and it spins that propeller. It's a Kickerland product. Huckleberry supports Children and Nature Network. Make your own motorboat. Waterproof motor, two-bladed propeller, attach onto cardboard, bottle, paper, wood, etc. And obviously it'll propel it forwards. So I shall make a little foam boat, because I've got some scrap foam here, packaging from something, probably a fridge. Anyway, what we need is a boat shape. We could just cut it out and cut some corners on it, but I think I will try and make a nice boat shape. So I've got a bit of card here, which I'm going to fold in half. Like that. And then I've had this for, I don't know. Oh gosh. In fact, if you could actually read it, I'm not going to show you, but it's got my name on it and my school class number on it. Yeah. Gosh. So that's got to be over 60 years old. Anyway, we're going to use it to make a suitable boat shape. And if we do it like this and draw a line round it and then use that as the template for the boat, so we'll cut round there and that will give us a boat shape, which hopefully we'll then be able to cut foam out with. I'm doing it this way because I did some foam boats the other day and somebody asked me, did I do a build video? Because I didn't. I just thought they were simple enough not to need a separate build video. I cut them out and did the video and they worked fine. I actually used a plastic boat as the shape, but this time I thought I would demonstrate how to make your own. If you don't happen to have one of those nice, I can't remember what they're called now, but you could just use a plate or something to give you a bit of a curve. Right, I'm now going to put that on here and draw around it. It would be a lot easier if I used both hands to hold it still. Okay, when you're cutting foam, a hot wire is an ideal way to do it. You can use a saw or a serrated knife, that'll do it. Or you can use a really sharp knife. If you use a blunt knife, it will start to rip and tear. But a really sharp knife will go through. Or, as I say, a saw. If you use a saw, you get lots of sawdust. And the dust from foam is a pain because it gets everywhere. Anyway, I will cut that out and we'll have a look at it. There's our boat shape. I've chamfered the edges a bit. So that should do for that. We actually need it up at an angle so the propeller goes down in the water. We could cut it up here somewhere so that pokes down through, and then we could even have a rudder on the back. That's a thought. Let's just find me a center. Yeah, I hadn't thought of this, but yeah, if I cut down there, we can poke that down through the middle. And as I say, we can stick a rudder on the back. So I'll do that. All right, there we are. Make sure the propeller is going to clear the bottom of the boat. And we'll stick something on the back for a rudder. I'll sort out what that'll be in a minute. That bit of foam we'll have to glue in place. A couple of zip ties there to hold it in place. For the rudder, I've straightened out the paper clip. I've bent it like that so that we can poke it through. Make sure we're going to be clear of the propeller. So if we want it to turn, we can stick it in. And then at this end, we've got a bit of tin plate. We'll fold the bottom into an L shape and then bend this round and clamp it on it to hold it in place. And that should do. That's actually off an old 9-volt battery that I've stripped down. But it's a fairly soft bit of metal. You can bend it quite easily. You could cut down a drink can to do the same thing. That should do. It's a bit wobbly, but that should be good enough for our purposes. The other thing I'm going to do, when you're running a little foam boat in the bath, when it touches the side, foam seems to stick to the side very well when you don't want it to. You want it to run round the bath, and doesn't it? It sort of sticks and digs in. If you get these map pins, and stick them in, these don't stick to the bath. So it carries on around in circles. I learnt that when I was doing pop boats. They tend to stick to the side when you want them to go round in circles. That should be enough. I might put a couple at the back here as well. Right, there we are. Ready for launch. I won't waste water filling the bath. We'll just run it in the sink here. You might be able to see what I mean about those little map pins. stopping it sticking to the side. And there we go, job done. What a lovely little find in the charity shop. Very pleased with that. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave us a comment so I know how I'm doing. And somewhere up here there'll be some links to related playlists. Thanks again.